Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here. Welcome back to another Cardano video. Today I'm sitting down with Rand from the Rare Evo event. They have run events for Cardano first 2 years ago. This year was a multi-chain, and next year it looks like there's going to be a lot happening there. So it'll be great to sit down with Rand, find out why these events are important to crypto, what people get out of them, and what they have planned going forward as well. Rand, thanks very much for coming on.
Thanks for having me on, Paul. Long-time viewer of the videos, so really excited to kind of be on the other side of things. It's amazing and happy to be here with you.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. I didn't get to Rare Evo yet. When I see what's behind you with Las Vegas in the title behind you, definitely somewhere I'm going to have to try and get to next year. We'll get into all of that in a few minutes. First off, give an introduction to yourself or how you got into putting on these events or into Cardano and then evolving from that.
Yeah, thank you. My name's Rand or Rand Corp, and I started Rare Network and Rare Evo with a partner, Wes. I got into crypto back in 2017, 2016. I was building GPU miners and selling them on Facebook, as well as ordering ASICs from China with, at the time, it was Bitcoin Cash only, to order from Bitmain and selling them for double when they landed in America and keeping one or two for myself and things like that. And I started streaming during COVID on Twitch. My traditional background is live events. I've done concert production, produced my own music festival, been to many conventions for many different industries I've worked in as well for the past 15 years. And during COVID, I had a little break from all that, and I was streaming on Twitch. And my partner to Rare Network, Wes, found me and introduced me to Cardano. He introduced me to the whiteboard video and all of Charles's stuff, and I got really, really interested. I saw how centralized proof of work was with mining and ASICs at that point, and I just dove right in, and we decided to start Rare Stake Pool. That's where Rare Network actually started, was the Rare Stake Pool, and we kind of slow rolled our brand from there. We wanted to make sure, at the time, a lot of people had a business tied to their stake pool or a charity tied to their stake pool, and we didn't really know what we wanted to do at first. And one day we needed to update the pool. We couldn't figure it out, and our pool turned off. And it was for about several months. I think it was about 60, almost 80 days that the pool was turned off. And I told Wes, I was like, because I'm a live events guy, it's like, let's go to Bitcoin Miami. There's a Cardano meetup there. We're going to meet somebody at this live event that can help us turn our pool back on and educate us on what this update's about. And we did. We were fighting for a couch at Bitcoin Miami in front of the bar with what turned out to be Epoch Pool today. At the time, they were Bear Pool. We both sat down. They explained they worked for MasterCard as principal developers, and we said the word Cardano to each other, and we couldn't stop meeting for the rest of the weekend, and they helped us fix the Rare Pool at the time. And that's what gave us the idea to throw the initial Rare Bloom event, where we partnered with Bloom Pool. Pei and Anthony over there are amazing guys. We had a great time throwing that first year event with them. We met a lot of Cardano stake pool operators actually at that Bitcoin Miami meetup. And that's kind of what gave us the idea to throw a much larger event and to start the events, the Rare Network side of our brand. That's kind of how we got started.
Nice. Yeah, I suppose until you go to an event, you don't realize how powerful they could be for networking. I suppose, like, I went to Switzerland last year to the Cardano Summit, and it was the first ever event I'd been at, and it really is great to meet people in person. And a lot of even the presentations that were happening at it, it was only when I got home I started to watch them. That going to the events, you get some of the information, but it's more about the people like that you can meet and see what's possible or figure out solutions to problems, or even businesses. We see a lot of opportunities coming out of these where people start working together after it or find there's common problems and they're able to come up with solutions. So initially it was Cardano, or I was going to say last year. This year you went to a multi-chain event, which I really personally liked, because I think it's always good to see what's going on outside of, sometimes you can get locked into a bubble where you're just looking at what's going on, and it can be a bit of an echo chamber sometimes. So it's good to see outside of that. And as well as that, other people get to see more inside of Cardano for us that are deeper down into it. But how did that transition come, or what prompted that?
That's a great question, Paul. We were having meetings after the first year with Cardano Foundation and IO, and it was really at their onset. They said, hey, we've got the summit. We have a place for everybody in Cardano to meet up if we want an echo chamber. Go bring us customers, bring us other chains that are interested, bring us real world businesses that are interested in learning about the blockchain. And that's why we went out and got Microsoft to come to the event. We got FedEx to come speak at the event, which if anybody hasn't seen it, the FedEx speech on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, is absolutely amazing in what they're doing with blockchain tracking packages through 200 different countries and customs, and how do all these countries agree upon what's happening there. And using blockchain to do that is really, really fascinating, as well as getting VeChain to show up, the foundation, a lot of their community members as well, Hive blockchain with their game Splinterlands and things like that. We had Sappy Seals in the building. Undead Blocks did like a $5,000 gaming tournament giveaway. So we really wanted to grow the event, make it as big as we could last year. Yeah, there's a great video up
Yeah.
there. You can see the Ape Society. They came really hard. They had a nice big booth at the event. They sponsored the podcast booth. We got to dunk BitBoy there for charity, which was epic. We raised $1,000 for St. Jude's, and when we get into this year's event, we are working on another larger charity, more Las Vegas style type thing for that. But yeah, because of Cardano Foundation and others, and myself and Wes, we're multi-chain investors. Like I said, I started in Bitcoin mining and ETH mining and things like that, and I hold a lot of Ethereum DeFi. We had projects this year from Ethereum, Polkadot, layer twos like Polygon and Arbitrum. We had projects from VeChain and Hive and things like that. Tons of different speakers, as you can see there, from Ben Gortzel and Janet Adams, to all the people from IOCF and Emergo. Lots of different content creators and gamers on there. Ziori used to work with Axie Infinity, which is a legend in the gaming space right now. So lots of different brands. Decentral Games was there. They're the first regulated casino on the blockchain with a gaming license in Malta. And Vifi, Book.io, the list goes on and on and on. So bringing that back and really growing this year, making the move to Las Vegas, we're so excited to announce this is the first podcast actually here with you, Paul, that we're announcing Las Vegas, Caesars Palace, August 15th through the 18th. In the main ballroom. So it's going to be a really good time in Vegas.
Yeah, I imagine that, and I appreciate getting the scoop on that too. It's when we're going through it there's a lot of very familiar names there, and I think even for projects to talk to people from other chains as well. Like I know I run a Cardano podcast. You said there about you invest in other chains. I invest in other chains as well. It's just I'm deeper into what's going on Cardano, but I still hold Bitcoin. I still hold other coins as well across crypto, and I think it's good to have that exposure, to be aware of what's going on. So last year, if you had to have the event just Cardano, it would have been very hard, I think, to get some of the bigger, like you talked about Microsoft and VeChain and can't think of the name for, you were saying about tracking packages. Why am I on the blank? FedEx, yeah. It would have been not impossible, but it would have been a lot harder to pull them into just one chain event. But when it's multi-chain, it piques the interest a lot more. So anything else that you learned from last year that you might have going forward for next year?
I think you said some really good points there. Like, because we were multi-chain this year, I think the atmosphere and the networking was so much better than the year before than just a Cardano community. Like, not everybody knew each other and everybody had to introduce each other, and then friendships were formed by the end of the weekend. There was like a lot of cross-chain friendships between Cardano and VeChain folks. You saw Sonny Liu from VeChain come speak at the Cardano Summit. They had Red from the Polkadot and ETH side of things come speak as well. And I know, some of those introductions were made at our event. So just like getting different people together from different chains, we look at it as the full industry, and we want to be the industry place where we kind of triangulate three things, kind of like the culture of it from VCon or NFT NYC with NFT projects like Sappy Seals and the Ape Society and Clay Nation and things like that coming together, and those communities coming to party. We want to be the place where developers can come and learn and get educated and build things. Sam Leathers from IO, who runs a lot of the workshops for builders, he had like a 50-person breakout space where all the devs met in a side room and really got to talk for 3 hours and build things and ask him questions. That's invaluable for developers, and we're working on a hackathon this year with actual bounties involved and things like that. And then we want to bring the C-suite level of consensus into it, where you're meeting with the Microsofts and the FedExes, and we're talking to Amazon Web Services this year. We're talking to Diageo Liquors. We're talking to Walmart, and all these large brands that are looking to really bring in blockchain to what they're doing. And so that developers and people can understand what they should be building for. What are the real world problems that they need to solve in order to make a living and make partnerships and real business happen. So we want to make all that happen in one place. So we learned a lot about that. This was our first year doing breakout spaces for developers, and I think it was massively successful. I think it took away a little bit from the folks at the main stage, but we had 12,000 viewers watching the main stage between day one and day two on a brand new YouTube channel online. So that was amazing too.
Yeah, I was one of the ones watching, and the live streams I think are important as well for people that can't make it out. And you talked there a lot about developers meeting and projects interacting with each other, but it's also open for anybody to go out there where they're not part of a project, they're just part of the community wanting to find out on a deeper level what's going on, which I think is good too. I like the aspect of developers, especially you obviously have your booths, which projects can get a booth if they want to display what they're doing, but also projects that are at an earlier stage that want to get out there and network. I think them developer events are really important to have on the side, being able to take a side to talk about them, because a lot of the smaller projects, they can't talk to the likes of Amazon or talk to any of these bigger projects. It's very hard when you're just another email in the inbox or you're just another DM. And when you can walk up to these people and talk to them, it really is a big step for early stage projects to get up. But for the booths as well, have you announced how that's going to work next year or what way that's going to be?
Absolutely. We're already selling booths. Dude, Paul, thank you for asking that. That wasn't even on my mind. We're already selling booths, though. We are running a sale. It's $2,500 for the 10 by 10s, which is half price of the 5K they were last year, and $5,000 for the 10 by 20 booths. Those are already selling now, so people can grab those right away if they want to get in. And yeah, like you said, it's really good. We want to be a place for startups to come, to be able to come for cheap. You know, a booth at some of the larger events, I don't want to name names or anything like that, can run upwards of $10,000, $15,000 for a 10 by 10. And we want to be a place where startups can come, get acclimated for live events, get their branding out there, meet with content creators like yourself at the event, and meet with regular folks and possibly VCs and others. I know there were a few projects, some very large announcements from Emergo came out of investments they just did. I know a few of those deals were struck at our event this year. So we want to be the place where those startup projects can come out for a cheap price, get themselves acclimated for live events, and actually get a return on their investment. So that sale's running till the end of the year. It goes up to 3,500 for 10 by 10s on the first of the year, and it will be 6,000 for the 10 by 20s. But yeah, thank you.
Okay, yeah, and I think probably the last 2 years were even harder for you guys to sell them and get projects to go out, because during the bear market, it is very hard to get the funds to get out there and see what the return is. And hopefully next year we're going to be in I was going to say a lot better position, but we can be optimistic. Hopefully we will be. It'll be after the halving next year, and things will hopefully be a lot better. So it should even be a bigger event. And look, going to Vegas, that just makes it a bigger event anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. The past 2 years have been a battle. We started planning this in 2021. So we planned the first event for a year and a half before it happened, and that was all during the bull market and the wane down to the bear. And so we've felt the full bear market effect for 2 years. And as an investor, I've been calling the bottom for a while now since we hit like 12K Bitcoin. You know, we were at like 800 or 900 ETH for a moment, and ADA was really, you know, down there at like 24 cents for a second. I've been accumulating myself and almost calling this as the start of the bull. Like, not financial advice. I'm just a guy in my basement who throws events. But like, I don't know. I'm really excited for the next year. We've really fought through it the past 3 years, and we feel like this year we're just going to be that much bigger and better with the bull market and the excitement that's really happening. We're excited to really grow and feel the bull market atmosphere this year. It's already percolating, we feel like.
Yeah, actually, a sidetrack as well, as you were at the summit that just happened last weekend as well. Was the atmosphere there as positive as it seems to have come across on social media?
Absolutely. It was an amazing time. Lots of old faces to say hello to, but also lots of new faces were there. There were new people getting in, excited about Cardano to start building on it, what's happening. There was multi-chain stuff happening at the summit as well. Got to sit and talk with a lot of media folks from CoinDesk and things like that that were learning about Cardano and the Cardano Foundation, like David Ellis, Umar from the Cardano Foundation, and Frederick, they absolutely threw down. I mean, the event was amazing. The location for the convention and hotel was absolutely beautiful. The food they did for everybody was amazing. The main stage was absolutely top notch with the video feeds and all the lighting and everything like that. And then the after parties, like the desert dinner, I got to ride a camel in the desert and watch belly dancers and fire and eat an amazing meal. I mean, that was once in a lifetime stuff, as well as the gala dinner, to be at the foot of the Burj and to do the whole award ceremony there. The MC that they get every year, he is amazing. He's like quick with the jokes, man. I love him so much. And as a team, we were able to kind of go up with the Janet from Singularity after the gala awards. We went to the top of the Burj, the 123rd floor, to a bar up there to have some drinks. So it was just really amazing to see all our friends, to really talk about it, the midnight announcements and all the hype. I think you are really, when we go to live events, we're feeling the bull market percolate up. And I'll toss one out there. We were in Amsterdam just before for the network state and the Solana Breakpoint. And the Solana Breakpoint event was kind of still hurting a little bit. I think Cardano Foundation and the Cardano Summit really was way better. So that was kind of fun to see the difference in the two events from two different chains in one trip.
Yeah, they definitely know how to put on an event. Anyway, the Cardano Foundation, the same last year in Switzerland, really incredible event, and this year looks to have even been a step above that. And I say you, as someone organizing your own events, really sees more than we would see as the normal user going to it. You will pick up on a lot more of the hard work that goes in behind the scenes to make it. And for people going next year, you said before there is an NFT sale coming up. Do you want to have a chat about that and what way that's going to work?
Absolutely. We're super excited to announce with you first official space that we're doing and output. We're doing an NFT mint in partnership with Endmaker and Newcast for our VIP tickets and GA tickets this year. It will be on December 1st is when the mint is going to open. GA tickets get a 1 in 10 chance to upgrade to a VIP. So a nice little triple up. They're $200 to mint. The VIP tickets will start at $600 and go up from there to $1,200. And with a VIP ticket, those that mint a VIP ticket for $600, they're going to get obviously VIP entry to the event, entry to a Rare Perks $50,000 VIP raffle for those who hold the NFT in their wallet. We have an industry night VIP party that's going down at the Caesars Palace pool in the center of the property with all the fountains. That's all inclusive, food and alcohol included, for 2 hours, all you can eat, all you can drink. Friday and Saturday night, we've got at the Friday and Saturday at the conference, hot breakfast and lunch. Last year at lunch, we were serving salmon and steaks to everybody, so we really go all out with the VIP food. VIP merch bag. We are also going to have a VIP lounge in the main exhibit hall next to the main stage. So a nice place where they can come hang out, get some refreshments, kind of flex on everybody who's watching the main stage and relax in a beanbag and play some games while they're doing it. And exclusive Rare Perks lanyards, a members only Discord, And we've got even more. We're going to be doing, year-round utility with giveaways, socials, giveaways on Twitter and things like that, and discounts for Rare Evo 2025 for those that hold the VIP ticket as well.
Okay, I suppose depending on what people want from the event, but when you take into account all the extra food and everything that you're going to get that you would probably spend on anyway at these prices, then there's not much difference in what you're going to be spending there anyway if you go for the VIP. But will the prices, them prices staying, or is it like the boots where it's going to rise after a certain time?
Those prices will rise, so you're going to want to mint quickly on December 1st. They start at 600 and we'll mint out. There's 444 VIP tickets to be able to be minted. And when you mint the 444, that one will be $775. And once that's minted out, VIP tickets will be $800 for a time being and creeping up to $1,200 and $1,400. So there's definitely incentive there to mint early, as well as margin in there. This is a real thing. It's a real ticket to an event. A lot of our sales come within 90 days of the event. Most people don't buy a concert ticket or an event ticket until it's about to happen, get all their travel taken care of. And we want to incentivize and give back to our early liquidity providers. Those that invest in the NFT mint will have the option to sell it. Our GA tickets for that you can mint for $200. Those will be $400 to $600 day of the event. The VIPs will be around $1,200. So lots of room in there for everybody. And then we did gamify the VIP mint as well. On top of all the stuff you get actually at the event, and just for having the VIP ticket, if you want to use it, the real utility at the event, we've gamified it a little bit. The art is done by Brendan O'Connell. It's a painting that he painted at last year's event. He's a very famous artist. They call him the Warhol of Walmart. He's done TED Talks, all types of things. His paintings sell in the 5 to 6 figures constantly. And we've kind of gamified 3 tiers of the VIP pass. With the VIP pass, there'll be just a regular VIP general admission. With one of his artworks, there'll be a VIP plus, which you have a chance to win a ride on the Ferris wheel, all you can drink for 30 minutes. Entry to the famous Bacchante buffet at Caesar's Palace, a ride on the Lynx zip line down the strip, a Caesar's gaming voucher, entry to the Omnia nightclub at Caesar's Palace. So all of that is baked into a second tier level of the VIP, which you can get. And then we have the ultimate high roller pass. 5 people will be able to mint a VIP high roller pass, and that includes all of it in one. On one NFT. So you'll get the Ferris wheel ride, the buffet, the show, the zip line, nightclub entry, the Caesars gaming voucher, all on one NFT. So we've really gamified that and made them all tradable. And so that way, if you want entry to the buffet, you could maybe go on the secondary market and pick up one that has the buffet trade or something like that as well.
So are they all randomly assigned? Like if I go on December 1st and I pick up a VIP, I have a chance to get in any of them, is it? It's not,
Yes.
They're different price tiers.
That's all, gamified and randomized from EndMaker and through the mint of which one you get. So that's all part of the fun of during the mint on December 1st of which one did you get, which one did all the boys get, and should we all trade up and get the nightclub entry ticket because we all want to get in the nightclub one night, or we all want to go to the buffet. That's all kind of part of the fun. And then on top of that, as we get into the new year, we're going to do a snapshot and do a $50,000 in prizes raffle at a minimum. And those prizes include things like we're going to give away a booth to the event. We're going to give away either 10 by 10 booths or 10 by 20 booths. We're going to give away a variety of both. We're going to give away more VIP entries and things to give away to other folks. We're going to give away speeches on the main stage, breakout room spaces, all types of fun things in there to come with that raffle and the $50,000. And so that's going to be a lot of fun, like a table in the nightclub and things like that. So all types of really fun stuff we can give away there for those that are holding the ticket. And that will get dropped as a separate NFT, and that'll all be sellable as well. So if you win a 10 by 10 booth and you don't have a project, well, there's probably a project out there in the community that you're a part of that would love to buy that booth off of you at maybe full price or at a discount or whatever. You might give it to a project because you want to see them really grow in the ecosystem, for whatever that may be, or a main stage speech or something like that. And our main stage speeches normally have a value of $15,000 for a 25-minute speech. So there's a lot of value getting dropped around in that airdrop to folks that hold that VIP NFT through the year.
Okay, nice. And just on the booths, did I seen this? I'm not really sure that that includes tickets for access to the event as well. So if a project buys it, they get a certain number of tickets, don't they?
If a project buys a booth, it comes with 3 exhibitor passes to the event. One of those exhibitor passes gets upgraded for the industry night party, and they're welcome to upgrade the other 2 passes at a small cost. It comes with a table and 2 chairs for the booth. Everybody who purchases a booth is responsible for decorating their booth. We're always happy to have a meeting to help people, give them tips on how to decorate a booth for a reasonable price. You do have to pay for like electricity if you want to put up a television and things like that for the venue, and that costs about $200 added on top. But there's tons of fun ways to really decorate a booth and keep those costs down, and we're always happy to have meetings with folks and give them ideas on how to do that and really succeed with booth decorations. This year we are going to be doing an award ceremony at the event for things like best booth, best community, best content creator, stuff like that, to kind of really give back to the community and celebrate those that really participate.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I like that idea. The awards at the Cardano Summit always go down really well too, to show who is standing out. And anything else we kind of haven't covered here? What's the best way for projects or people to reach out to you if they are looking to get involved?
Yeah, great. I think following us at Rare Evo on Twitter is the absolute best way to stay involved. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you're following there. We're always posting at Rare Evo on Twitter. Hop in our public Discord. We're in there working all the time. I'm full-time Web3 Rare Evo now, so we're in there all the time working and creating and answering questions. So pop in the Discord and our YouTube page. We just really fired up the Rare Evo, the Rare Network YouTube page. We're on. We just shot podcast 13 ourselves. Not as glamorous as Paul here. Definitely a much better channel and quality. I'm working to it. I'm only on video 13. But we're working to put out some content as well there on YouTube. So follow us there as well. And yeah, those are the best ways to kind of stay in touch. And December 1st is the mint. We're slowly revving it up. We're very honored and privileged to be with you, Paul, as the first to kind of really announce this. And throughout the month of November, we're really going to go hard, ramping it up towards December 1st and the mint.
Yeah, look, I'll put links to, if you can send me them links after this, I'll put them in the description. So anyone watching wants to get them, they're down below for the mint, for the Twitter, for the website and everything like that. They'll all be down below. Rand, thanks very much for coming on. I appreciate your time, and hopefully we will get to meet and have a drink in Vegas next year too. Everyone watching, do share it out. Let people know what's going on, the value of going to events, what Rare Evo have, why they transitioned from Cardano only to multi-chain, and the advantages that brings. And subscribe for you. Comment questions or anything below, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers, Rand.